This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming an over-the-road driver at Southeast Carriers, we guarantee you can spend equal time on the road as with family. Along with multiple benefits, you will receive a base pay of 50 cents per mile. To make your job as easy as possible, we provide you with the latest technology, and you are not required to deliver through the heavy traffic along the East Coast. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody to Fayetteville, Tennessee, here in Lincoln County High School, the site for tonight's district showdown between the visiting Lady Cats of Lawrence County and the host squad, the Lady Falcons of Lincoln County. This is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, bringing you tonight's action. Taking a look at both sides, Lawrence County coming into this one at 1-1 overall, also 1-1 within their own district. Their head coach is Amanda Lamb. For Lincoln County, they'll come in at 5-1 overall. This is their first district game of the year. Their head coach is Troy Smith. In the circle tonight here for the Lady Falcons will be Mia Brown. Taking a quick look at the lineup here for Lawrence County. Leading off in left, Michaela Kerr. Batting second in center, Ella Hillhouse. Batting third at third, Lakin Davis. At cleanup at first base, Riley Myers. Batting fifth at second, Miley Staggs. Batting sixth and catching, Giselle Maldonado. Batting seventh at short, Lainey King. The pitcher, Elizabeth Hagan, batting eighth. And the designated player, Reagan Franks, batting ninth. And in right field will be Molly Slater. Michaela Kerr here to lead things off in left. We'll face Molly Brown here for the first time. Brown, a Memphis commit, a junior, and already got her college future already lined up. Right-hander against right-hander to lead things off in this district showdown. First pitch, tapped over to third. Throw over to first is in time, and that will be the first out of the inning. One pitch, one out here in the top of the first will bring up the senior center fielder, Anella Hillhouse. Hillhouse has had a huge game the other night against Spring Hill to give the Lady Cats their first win of the season and their first district win of the season. Lady Cats busy with a lot of district games coming up. They'll have Page tomorrow night before they go out of the district to take on a local rival in Giles County on Thursday. And right back to district play the next week. First pitch to Hillhouse misses high and away for ball one. For Lincoln County, was at the Gulf Shores Classic last week, a 5-1 record in that tournament. And they come back home, they'll face. Next pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. This game against Lawrence County is the first of 4 ranked opponents that they'll face off with, and actually 6 of their first 7 outside of the Gulf Shores Classic will be against ranked opponents. Next pitch from Brown, changeup misses away for ball 2. Lakin Davis waiting on deck, who is 6 of 9 already on the season here for Lawrence County. Went 4 for 5 or 5 for 5, depending on who you ask, against Spring Hill. Next pitch, swing on a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 2-hole hitter here in Ella Hillhouse. 1 gone here in the top of the first. This Lincoln County team went 29-12 a year ago, won the district and the region. Next pitch fouled away, and the count will stay where it is. This Lady Falcon team, talented, return their entire lineup from a year ago, minus 1 person. Went to Murfreesboro, looking to do the same this year. Comes a 2-2 from Brown. This one's tapped over to short. Throw over to first is in time, and that will be the second out of the inning. 2 ground outs here to start the game, and that will bring up Lakin Davis, the senior third baseman. Davis, who has caught for the majority of her career here in Lawrence County, playing third base for the first time in her career, is doing some work in the outfield as well. But as we saw against Spring Hill, should probably put on the gear in late game situations. Here's her first at bat here against Brown. The first pitch, hit up the middle. Nice stag by the shortstop. Throw over the first is in time, and that will end the inning. 3 straight ground balls, 3 straight outs for the Lady Cats in the top of the first. Lincoln County bats in the bottom half of the inning. It's coming up next on the X Sports Network.
Story and Lee, the Tennessee Valley's most dynamic furniture store, featuring our Made in America galleries with solid wood dining and bedrooms, leather furniture, mattresses, and so much more. You want it? We've got it. With our 3 acres of showroom and our huge warehouse, we're sure to have exactly what you want. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story and Lee.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade, and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Lincoln County, we go to the bottom half of the first. No score here between Lawrence County and Lincoln County in this district showdown. Taking a look at the lineup here for the Lady Falcons. Leading off at short, Macy Widener. Batting second in center field, Hannah Corder. The pitcher, Mia Brown, batting third. At third, Sally Meeks at the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and catching, Abby Flint. Batting sixth in left field, Chloe McKeon. Batting eighth, the designated player, Ava Harris. Batting ninth is Destiny Jensen at first. And at second base is Anna Owens, who's being designated hit for by Ava Harris. Macy Widener hit 3 over 350 a year ago for the Lady Falcons. Will be leading things off here. It's a very good Lady Falcon lineup. Hitting above 350 so far on the season. Here in their first district game, Elizabeth Hagan, the right-handed pitcher here, got her first win of the season last week against Spring Hill on the road. First pitch from Hagan. That one misses just a hair low for ball one. Hagan, who got out of a lot of jams in that game against Spring Hill to pick up that win. Toes the rubber. It's a sign. And here comes the 1-0. That one's in there for strike one. Beautiful day here. Little to no wind. Few clouds in the sky. Only downfall is the very cold temperatures. Here comes a 1-1 from Hagan. Misses low for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to the left-handed leadoff hitter. Widener made a nice stab there. The Rob Lakin Davis of a hit to end the first inning. Top of the first, I should say. Widener with an open stance here. And here comes a 2-1 from Hagan. Just misses on the inside corner for ball three. Hitters count here for Widener to lead things off. Nice facility here in Fayetteville as well. Can tell that the coaching staff and the community has done a good job with this field. As well with the baseball field on the other side of campus. Here comes the 3-1. On the outside corner, and the count will go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hagan fights from behind here to force the full ball count. Davis, the third baseman, playing about 5 feet in there at third base. Infield and outfield playing straight up. Comes a full count offering from Hagan. Chopped over to second and through the legs of Staggs, and we got a runner on here to start off the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting number 4, Hannah Corder.
Bring up Hannah Corder here, the center fielder. So, Corder comes up here with the 1-on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Misses the bunt. Actually pulled it back in time, and that will be ball one. And Davis playing in at third. Myers at first playing normal depth. Same at second and short, and outfield playing straight up as well. Outfield the strength of Lawrence County's defense. Next pitch, bunted perfect. Started on the line, but eventually goes foul for strike one. Nice crowd here, which is what you expect when any Lincoln County game goes down here in Fayetteville. The fans always show up no matter what the sport is. And here comes the 1-1 from Hagan. Another bunt attempt. That one's going to get away from Maldonado. And getting in the second base is Widener on the wild pitch. So runner on second. No gone here. 2-1 count here to Corder. Hagan toes the rubber. Here comes the 2-1. This one is hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Widener riding third. Here comes a throw from Hillhouse. What a throw, but it goes off the glove of Maldonado. And on her way and in, Corder's going to go to third. It is a 1-0 Lincoln County lead. So Mia Brown coming up now here for the Lady Falcons. Left-handed power hitter, also the pitcher here. She hit over .510 a year ago. Led the team in home runs and RBIs. 1-0's a Lady Falcon lead here in the bottom of the first. No out, runner on third. First pitch here from Hagan to Brown. Misses high for ball one. Hagan toes the runner in the circle. Here's a 1-0. Misses away for ball two. Brown, who threw 8 pitches in the first inning. Bit of an open stance here from the left-hander. Comes the 2-0 from Hagan. Hit high in the air but foul for strike one. Big cut there from Brown. And Brown, who will be making her way to Memphis here in 2 seasons. One of 2 Division I commits, and the other one is waiting on deck in Hallie Meeks, who's committed to Liberty. Here comes a 2-1 from Hagan. Hit down the right field line. That's going to get down all the way to the wall for a double. Brown on her way to second, and it is a 2-0 Lady Falcon lead. 3 batters in, and Lincoln County leads this one 2-0. Hallie Meeks now due up now. Meeks again the Liberty commit, batting fourth at third base here for the Lady Falcons. Is due up here with a runner on second and no outs and a 2-0 lead. Meeks, who was the team's second best hitter a year ago. Part of this very dangerous Lady Falcon lineup. Hagan on the rubber, and the first pitch. Hit up the middle, and just out of the reach of King. And on her way to the third's the courtesy runner, and she is safe. And now we got runners on the corners. No outs here in the bottom of the first. It's going to bring up Abby Flint, the catcher, and the 5-hole hitter here for the Lady Falcons. So with runners in scoring position so far in this game, the Lady Falcons are 3 for 3 with a pair of singles and a double. 2 up the middle and 1 down the line in right field. Flint steps in, hanging on the rubber. And here comes the first pitch. This is high for ball one. These two had quite the shootout a year ago here, a high-scoring game between the two. Hagan back on the rubber. And here comes a 1-0. Down the middle for strike one. Waiting on deck, the left fielder and Chloe McKeon. Runners on the corners, nobody gone. 1-1 count here to Flint. Next pitch from Hagan. Changeup, misses high for ball two. Lots of action going down here in southern Middle Tennessee. Summertown and Lawrence County. Baseball will go at 6:30. You also got Loretto softball at home against Mars Hill. So is Loretto baseball. Next pitch on the outside corner for strike two. And also Summertown Lady Eagles softball team hosting Wayne County tonight as well. We have all the highlights coming up tonight on X Sports Live. X Sports tonight, I should say. Sports Live will be on Wednesday this week. And here comes the 2-2. That one's in the dirt. Runner's going to take off for second, and she is in there. And now we got runners on second and third and a full count. Two on, no gone. 2-0 Lincoln County lead here in the bottom of the first. And the full count offering. Misses away for ball four. Bases are loaded here with nobody gone in the bottom of the first. Still a 2-0 lead. Brings up the left fielder and Chloe McKeon. Hagan with 20 pitches already in this game. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner coming into the game here for Lincoln County as Flint will head to the bench. Coming in is Grayson Tips. Recognize that name from basketball season. And she will courtesy run at first base. There's a first pitch of McKeon in the dirt, gets away from Maldonado. Heading home and scoring. And now that is a 3-0 Lincoln County lead as the runners will also advance to second and third. Hagan on the rubber. And the 1-0. Fouled and into the stands for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody gone. Runners on second and third here for Lincoln County. Lady Falcons with a 3-0 lead. Waiting on deck, the designated player, Ava Harris. Next pitch, swung on and missed for strike two. Kean steps back in. And here comes a 1-2. Hit high in the air. That's not going to get to the grass. Staggs makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. One gone here in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up Ava Harris, a designated player. Harris here for first at bat here against Hagan. So one gone. Runners on second and third here for the Lady Falcons. Hagan trying to get out of this jam. Hagan toes the rubber and goes to work. The first pitch. This is high for ball one. This Lady Falcon team went all the way to the Final Four a year ago. See that banner just below the scoreboard. Here's the 1-0. Hit foul off the net. And the count will go even at 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Lady Cat outfield playing straight away. Right side of the infield in normal depth. Left side of the infield playing in. Here comes a 1-1. Changeup just misses away for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike here to the 8-hole hitter for the, the 7-hole hitter for the Lady Falcons. Here's the 2-1. On the outside corner for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Harris. Destiny Jensen, the first baseman, waiting on deck. Comes the next pitch. Swung on. King takes it short, throws over to first in time, and that will be the second out of the inning. Nice play there by Laney King. King to stare down the runner at third and throw her over to first for the second out. Brings up Destiny Jensen, the 8-hole hitter, and the first baseman here for the Lady Falcons. Just the second, actually the third left-handed hitter for the Lady Falcons in this lineup, joining Brown and Widener. Second and third, 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. First pitch swung on a miss for strike one. Hagan starting to get in a groove here after a tough start to this inning. And the 0-1 from Hagan. Changeup misses high, and Maldonado has to leap up to make the catch. Keep that one from going to the backstop and adding another run to the board. Comes the 1-1 from Hagan. Hit high in the air. Hillhouse in center going to track it down. Makes a catch, and that will end the inning. 3 runs by the Lady Falcons in the bottom of the first. They lead at 3-0 as we go to the top of the second here on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Fayetteville, we go to the top of the second. Lincoln County leading Lawrence County 3-0 here in this district showdown. 4-5-6 do it for the Lady Cats. First pitch here from Mia Brown hits the outside corner for strike one. Be Riley Myers, Miley Staggs, and Giselle Maldonado here. Myers to lead things off. Lawrence County 3 ground outs in the top of the first. Next pitch from Brown on the inside corner for strike two. Brown threw just 8 pitches in the first inning. Myers steps back in. Brown gets a sign from the dugout. Here comes the 0-2. That one misses high for ball one. Myers steps back in. Brown readies. Here comes the 1-2. Changeup. Tap foul. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes once again. Myers steps back in. Brown readies. And here comes another 1-2. Misses away for ball 2. Myers steps back in, works the count, the 2-2. Here's a delivery from Brown. Hit off the end of the bat. A nice play over there at third base by Hallie Meeks, a diving stop, and that will be the first out of the inning. And we'll bring up the second baseman, Miley Staggs. Staggs, who has reached base a few times in the first couple games for the Lady Cats. Offense had scored 6 runs in the first game against Marshall County and 13 against Spring Hill last week in their first 2. And here comes the first pitch from Brown. Misses away for ball 1. And the 1-0 from Brown. Hit foul down the right field line and goes on top of the building in the right, behind the Lawrence County dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the second. 3-0 Lincoln County lead. Here comes a 1-1. In the dirt for ball 2. I believe it's the first time a Lady Cat batter has gotten ahead in the count so far. Here's a 2-1. Hit down the right field line. Just a bit foul for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the 5-hole hitter for the Lady Cats. And the 2-2. Misses in for ball 3. And here comes a full count offering from Brown. Hit to short, Nice backhanding play by Widener. Throws over to first in time, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the top of the second. Brings up the catcher in Giselle Maldonado. Giselle, had a good game against Marshall County in their first. Reached base a couple times against Spring Hill in their next one. And the first pitch, hit over to third. The throw over to first is in time. That will end the inning. No runs for the Lady Cats in the top of the second. Lincoln County bats again the bottom half of the inning. It's coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best. Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee. Don't be left with stumps, overgrown trees, and cluttered land. Make the call today to Bayworth Trimming, licensed, bonded, and insured. Proudly serving the region with years of know-how. Call today 931-300-3554 or visit bayworthtrimming.com.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back over here in Fayetteville, we go to the bottom of the second. Lincoln County leading Lawrence County 3-0 in this district showdown. 9-1-2 due up here for the Lady Falcons. Anna Owens, Macy Widener, and Hannah Corder. So Owens up for her first at bat. Lady Falcons got 3 runs off 3 hits and an error. The bottom half of the first to lead this one 3-0. First 5 Lady Falcons reach base before Elizabeth Hagan was able to get out of that jam. So Owens, a second baseman, due up here for her first at bat here against Elizabeth Hagan. So Hagan, who threw 32 pitches in that first inning, but really settled down after those first 5 batters. Comes the first pitch to Owens on the outside corner for strike 1. Hagan working the dirt there in the circle, toes the rubber. And here comes the 0-1. Changeup misses high for ball 1. And this Falcon lineup is very dangerous in pretty much every position. Here comes a 1-1. In the dirt for ball 2. Hagan back on the rubber again. Here comes a 2-1. Hit down the right field line, but foul, and the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hagan back in the circle, toes the rubber. Gets a sign and goes to work. Here's a 2-2. Fouled straight back, and the count will stay where it is. Fouled right back here at our broadcast position. Give Kevin Wright all the credit, didn't even flinch. Can't say the same for the fans behind us, though. Here comes a 2-2 from Hagan. And the dirt, and the count will go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Owens has worked the count full. Lead things off here. Bottom of the second. Next pitch from Hagan. This is high for ball 4. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Goes back to the top of the order for Macy Widener, the shortstop. Reached on an error and eventually scored a run there in the bottom half of the first inning. Now we have a meeting here. The Lawrence County coaching staff in the infield. Go over some things here after another leadoff batter's reach base. It is a beautiful day here, beautiful night in Fayetteville. Nice crowd here at the ballpark. The only thing is not ideal are the temperatures. Low 50s, drifting more towards the high 40s at every moment that the sun goes down. Few stray clouds in the sky, sun definitely out. Widener, one of 3 left-handers in the Lady Falcon lineup, due up here for the second time. Again, reached base and scored after an error to lead things off in the bottom of the first. Owens on first. Widener open stance. And here's the first pitch from Hagan. Slap right back to Hagan. She'll throw over to second. It is in time, and that will be the first out of the inning. One gone here in the bottom of the second. It's going to bring up Hannah Corder, the center fielder. Hit a single up the middle. Eventually scored a run. Doesn't get credit for the RBI because it was an error. And eventually scored after that. First pitch here from Hagan. Misses high for ball 1. Widener standing on first base has reached base for the second time in this game. Here comes the 1-0 from Hagan. Hit right at Staggs. Throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. A great play from Staggs. Throws over to Myers, makes a great catch, and that will end the bottom of the second. 3-0, the Lincoln County leads as we go to the top of the third. That's next here on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Hit a home run with the team at United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
On the web, 931-321-8226.
Tommy Johnson, 931-722-4840.
Tyler Webb, 731-438-2084.
Travis Caldwell's 931-629-3033.
You're safe with United Country Southern Tennessee Realty.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here in Lincoln County, we go to the top of the third. Lincoln County leading Lawrence County 3-0. 7-8-9 due up here for the Lady Cats. King, Hagan, and Frakes. King, the left-handed hitter, has had a good start to the season so far. Here's a first pitch from Mia Brown on the outside corner for strike 1. Brown just 21 pitches through the first 2 innings. Lady Cats have made contact on every single at bat, but nothing falling just yet. First pitch, next pitch misses away to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brown toes the rubber. looks into the dugout. And here comes a 1-1. Swung on a miss for strike 2. King steps back in. Brown gets a side. And here comes a 1-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And that will be the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Brown. That will bring up Elizabeth Hagan, the opposing pitcher. Hagan, who had a big RBI double in a 9-run 6th inning for the Lady Cats against Spring Hill last week. Brown gets a sign from the dugout. Actually kind of struggling to get the sign from the dugout. And the first pitch to Hagan. Misses away for ball 1. Waiting on deck is Molly Slater. Next pitch. This is high for ball 2. Next pitch fouled back for strike 1. And the catcher there, Flynn, having to dodge that comebacker. Next pitch, chopped over to Widener at short. Thrown over to first, off of her glove. And Hagan will reach base safely with 1 gone here in the top of the 3rd. So the first base runner of the game here for the Lady Cats now brings up Molly Slater, the right fielder. And the first pitch is fouled back for strike 1. So 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Slater, one of 3 left-handed hitters in this Lady Cat lineup. Hagan on first. Next pitch. Misses away for ball 1. Slater had a couple big hits in that 9-run rally against Spring Hill last week. Kayla Kerr waiting on deck. The 1-1 from Brown. Swung on a miss for strike 2. And here comes a 1-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. 2 gone. Gonna bring up Kerr, the top of the order. Tapped out to 3rd in her first at bat. Trying to keep the inning alive here. And here comes the first pitch from Brown. Misses away for ball 1. Brown back in the circle. Toes the rubber, looks in at the dugout. Here comes the 1-0. Change up, misses high for ball 2. And here comes the 2-0. Hit in the center field. That's going to get, what a catch in dead center field by the center fielder in Hannah Corder. That robbed an extra base hit and a sure run, and that one will end the inning. 1 left on in the top of the 3rd, a 3-0 Lincoln County lead. Let's go to the bottom half of the inning. That's next here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Rent Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From Bombcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, RentRite is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from RentRite Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
This is the X Sports Network.
Yeah, back here at Fayetteville, we go to the bottom of the third. Lincoln County leading the Lady Cats 3-0. Here in the bottom half of the inning, heart of the order here for the Lady Falcons. Brown, Meeks, and Flint, 3-4-5. Brown, who had an RBI double in the bottom of the first inning, up here for her second at bat against Elizabeth Hagan. Hagan, who's had to get out of a pair of jams to keep the score where it is at 3-0. Lawrence County had a chance to get their first 10 and a run in the top half of the inning, but a great diving stop by Hannah Corder at the warning track in center field kept the score at 3-0. Comes the first pitch to Brown. Hit high in the air. This one's going to stay in play, and just out of the reach of King, Davis, and Kerr there in left. Brown, one of three left-handed hitters for the Lady Falcons. A lot of pop in that bat again, as we mentioned, going to be playing in Memphis in a couple seasons. Already committed to the Lady Tigers, or I should say just the Tigers. Here's the 0-1. Change up low and away for ball one. Hagan toes the rubber, gets a sign, and goes to work. Here's the 1-1. Change up, down the middle for strike two. Hagan right now, 45 pitches. Working ahead here against Brown. Comes the 1-2. Misses high with the rise ball for ball two. The count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to get Brown the chase on that one, but she held up. And here comes the 2-2. Another changeup misses high, and the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here for Hagan against Brown. Leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third. Here's a full count offering. Hit in the left field, smoke to Kerr, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. That will bring up Hallie Meeks, the third baseman. Singled up the middle in her first at bat. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner into the game here for the Lady Falcons. And that's going to be number 14, Malia Stacy. Ran for her last time and eventually scored a run. Meeks, who chopped a single up the middle in her first at bat. Now is 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Hagan gets a sign, and here's the first pitch. Changeup hit high in the air. That's not going to leave the infield. King calls everybody off, makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the catcher in Abby Flint. Worked a walk to load the bases in her first at bat in the bottom half of the first. Now facing Hagan here for the second time. So Hagan gets a pop-up from Meeks. That was 1 gone, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. And here's the first pitch from Hagan. Change up in the dirt. Good block there by Maldonado behind the plate. Count will go to 1 ball, no strikes. And a It's been a nice day and a beautiful night. Just a bit chilly out here, no wind. And just a handful of stray clouds in the sky. Sun going down, there's a 1-0. That one is fouled back for strike one. Flint just could not get the end of the bat out of the way, and that one came back near our broadcast location. Comes the 1-1 from Hagan. Changeup on the inside corner for strike two. Hagan has been pinpoint accurate with that changeup so far, keeping these Lady Falcon hitters off balance. Comes the 1-2. Hit into the crowd, and Lawrence County fan just swung and missed on that one. And the count will stay where it is, a 1-2 strikes. Fans having some fun with him there. You know, in the Savannah Bananas, that's an out if he catches it. Comes the 1-2. Just misses the outside corner, and the count will even up at 2-2 strikes. Was a ball. Umpire here behind home plate has been very consistent for both sides so far. All you can ask is consistency. Here's a 2-2. In the dirt, Maldonado blocks it, and we go to another full count. Flint reach base via walk in almost the same situation in the bottom of the first. Comes a 3-2 from Hagan. Down the middle, swung on and missed for strike three. Second out of the inning, first strikeout for Hagan. And that will bring up the designated player, Neva Harris. Harris, who popped up over to Staggs at second, and her first at bat. Runner on first, two gone here in the bottom of the third. Hagan toes the rubber, goes to work. Here's the first pitch. On the inside corner at the knees for strike one. Hagan back in the circle, toes the rubber. And the 0-1. Misses away for ball one. Not much of a lead over there at first. Infield playing in normal depth. Outfield playing in normal depth as well. Don't really see them switch around too much. They will go to a double play depth sometimes. Here's a 1-1. Fouled straight back. Count will go to 1-2 strikes. Fans behind us flinching like that ball's going to come through the net. Hagan ahead here in the count with two gone, one on. Here with the 7-hole hitter, next pitch. Changeup misses high for ball two. Actually the 6-hole hitter and McKeon. Here comes the 2-2 from Hagan. Swung on a miss for strike three, and that one will end the inning. Lady Falcons strand a runner in the bottom of the third. They lead at 3-0 as we go to the top of the fourth here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at Fayetteville, we go to the top of the fourth inning. Lincoln County leading Lawrence County 3-0. Heart of the order due up here for the Lady Cats, 2-3-4. Senior Ella Hillhouse will lead things off. First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Hillhouse, who grounded out the short in the top of the first here, facing Mia Brown for the second time. Had 36 pitches through 3 innings and a pair of strikeouts. Next pitch misses away for ball one. Brown, the Memphis commit, takes a look at the sign. Next pitch on the outside, misses away, I should say, for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's the next pitch from Brown. That one's on the outside corner to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next pitch from Brown, tapped foul, and the count will stay where it is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, no problem. Brown toes the rubber, here comes a 2-2. Tap to the third baseman, throw over to first, just in time for the first out of the inning. Good play over there at third by Hallie Meeks. We got 1 gone here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Lakin Davis. Davis, who grounded out the short. A nice play there by Macy Widener to prevent a hit and to end the top of the first inning. Davis, who came into this game 6 for 9 on the season. Trying to be the second base runner for the Lady Cats in the game. First pitch from Brown, change up, hit high in the air to left. And making the catch there in left field is Chloe McKeon, and that will be the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the top of the fourth. We'll bring up Riley Myers. Hit a foul ball. That was caught by Hallie Meeks on a diving play in foul territory in her first at bat. The gloves have certainly come out here from this Falcon team. Widener, Meeks, and in center field, Quarter, making some amazing plays early on. First pitch, fouled straight back for strike one. Brown sitting at 44 pitches so far. Oh, 1's the count here from Brown to Myers. Next pitch misses away for ball one. And here comes the 1-1. Chop down the third base line, just out of the reach of Meeks, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get the foul ball back in the play. Brown toeing the rubber. Myers steps back in. And here comes a 1-2. Change up the middle off of Brown, but Brown scoops it up, throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the fourth. It's a 3-0 Lincoln County lead as we go to the bottom half of the inning. That's next here on the X Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County. providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
And back here at Fayetteville, we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Lady Falcons leading Lawrence County 3-0 here in this district showdown. 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Lady Falcons. Harris, Jensen, and Owens. Harris, who grounded out to Laney Kate King at short in her first at bat in the bottom of the first inning. Elizabeth Hagan back on the mound for her fourth inning of work. Through 3, has given up 3 runs off 4 hits. 2 walks, a pair of strikeouts through 61 pitches, but only 1 earned run after a pair of errors by the Lady Cat defense led to actually 1 run, but I guess it's 2 earned runs now that my math is throwing me off a bit. Hagan here to face Harris for the second time. First pitch hit in the right field, and that's going to get over Slater's head. It's going to go to the wall. And now she's heading towards second, and she will get a lead-off double. Another runner in scoring position here for the Lady Falcons. It's going to bring up Jensen, the first baseman. Flew out to center, and her first at bat in the bottom of the first. So far through their first 7 at bats with runners in scoring position. Pair of singles, a double, and a walk. Going to get a courtesy runner out there for for Harris, or I should say a pinch runner. Going to be number 11, Kylie Newberry, actually who Harris is designated player for, so Newberry will now run for. Bring up Jensen, one of 3 left-handed hitters in this Lady Falcon lineup. See, first pitch from Hagan. Fouled straight back off of the umpire, and he got the worst of that one. I have to walk that one off a bit, and it went off of his mask, and actually went off, he's rubbing his left shoulder. I thought that went off his left shoulder, and he's smiling, so it looks like he's okay. Yep, man. Kudos to him for not taking too much time off that one. That's not a good feeling. No matter how many pads you have, sometimes those foul balls just find that weak spot in the armor. No balls, 1 strike here to Jensen, the 8-hole hitter for the Lady Falcons. And here comes the 0-1 from Hagan. And the dirt blocked by Maldonado. No advance there by Newberry. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on. Hagan gets a sign, and we'll go to work. Here's a 1-1. Line foul down the left field line for strike 2. Three to nothing, the Lady Falcon lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And here comes a 1-2. Change up, tap foul, and the count will stay where it is. She's way out in front of that one and was just able to get enough contact to stay alive. Owens, a 9-hole hitter, waiting on deck, walked in her first at bat, the bottom of the second. It's a 1-2 from Hagan. Hit foul behind our broadcast position. And the count will stay where it is again. It's the 5th pitch of the at-bat. This Lady Falcon team knows how to work at-bats. Make pitchers do a lot of work. Comes a 1-2. And the dirt blocked by Maldonado again. The count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hagen sitting at 68 pitches so far. And here comes a 2-2 from Hagen. Tap up the middle. King can't get a glove on it. And rounding third and scoring will be Newberry. And that gives Lincoln County a 4-0 lead. RBI single by Destiny Jensen. And that will bring up Anna Owens. Anna Owens, who walked in her first at bat in the bottom of the second and eventually was thrown out on a line-out double play to end that inning. It's the 4th hit with runners in scoring position here for Lincoln County, and their 2nd hit with 2 strikes. 1 on, nobody out, a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch from Hagen. That one is low for ball 1. Top of the order due up next here for the Lady Falcons. From Macy Widener waiting on deck. Widener's reached base via an error and a fielder's choice. Here's a 1-0. Bunt. That's going to get down, but it is going to roll foul for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody gone. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 4th. A 4-0 Lincoln County lead. Hagen gets a sign, toes the rubber, and we'll go to work. Here's a 1-1. Change up in the dirt, blocked by Maldonado, and the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sun's starting to set here in Fayetteville. Temperatures are really starting to go down. Still no wind, but clouds kind of increasing out here a bit. Comes a 2-1 from Hagen. Bunt, that one's going to get down, fielded by Davis, throws over to first in time. That will be the first out of the inning. One gone with the sacrifice bunt by Anna Owens. And that will bring up Macy Widener, the second baseman. Reached base via an error in the first, scored a run, and reached base via fielder's choice in the second inning. First pitch hit high in the air to left. Michaela Kerr going to camp underneath it, makes the catch. That will be the second out of the inning. Now going to bring up Hannah Corder, 1 for 2 in the game. Singled up the middle in the first, eventually scored a run. Then lined into a inning-ending double play in the second inning. First pitch the quarter, change up on the inside corner for strike 1. Hagen so far has had a lot of success with that change up here against this dangerous Falcon lineup. And here comes the 0-1. In the dirt, blocked by Maldonado for ball 1. 1-1-2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes a 1-1. Chopped foul down the left field line. The count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hagen ahead here to the 2-hole hitter and quarter. And here comes a 1-2. Change up misses high, and the count will even up. Deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the runner standing on second. 4-0 Lincoln County lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Hagen trying to get out of another jam. In the 2-2. Grounded in the left field, a base hit. Kerr comes up with it quickly, gets it in, and now we got runners on the corners here for the 3-0 hitter, the dangerous Mia Brown.
Now batting for the Lady Falcons.
Brown is 2 for 2 in the game. RBI double in the bottom of the first, and a single in the left in the third. So Brown here for her third at bat against Elizabeth Hagen. Now with the runners on the corners and 2 outs. The third 2-strike hit here for Lincoln County in the game. One of the other ones came from Brown. First pitch here from Hagen. At the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Infield kind of shaded a little bit towards right. Outfield playing straight up. Here's the 0-1. Changeup misses high for ball 1. Hagen here trying to get out of the jam, keep the score where it is. Here comes a 1-1. Hit high in the air. Kerr trying to track it. And, oh, he says that was fair. That ain't no way that was fair. He said she touched it in fair territory. I thought she touched it in foul territory. And that's going to be an RBI double. So, it's going to bring up Hallie Meeks, the third baseman, 1 for 2 in the game. Singled in the first, and then popped up to the shortstop there in the second. Now Meeks will get a walk, intentional walk. It's going to bring up here Abby Flint, the catcher, with the bases loaded. 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. She has walked in the first and struck out swinging in the third. Jason Hagen here for the third time. This one's hit high in the air. That's going to stay in the fence. Making the catch is Davis, and that one will end the inning. Bases left stranded here in the bottom of the fourth, but Lincoln County got 2 runs in that inning. It'll be 5-0 as we head to the top of the fifth here on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Fayetteville, we go to the top of the fifth. Lincoln County, you got 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Now lead this one 5-0. You got 5, 6, 7 due up here for the Lady Cats. Stags, Maldonado, and King. Stags are grounded out to short. A good play there by Widener on the backhanded play and threw over to first in time. Facing Mia Brown here for the second time. Brown through 4 innings, no runs, no hits, a pair of strikeouts through 45 pitches. First pitch, foul down the right field line off of the building for strike one. Brown toes the rubber, gets a sign from the dugout. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on a miss for strike two. Comes the 0-2. Hit high in the air. Tracking it at second base and making the catch is Owens for the first out of the inning. Bring up Maldonado. Grounded out to third in her first at bat. Due up here for the second time against Brown. Lady Cats have made contact here against Brown, just haven't really been able to make really hard contact. The only one that has so far is Michaela Kerr, and Quarter made a Jim Edmonds-style diving catch in center field to rob her of a RBI double. First pitch to Maldonado, swung on a miss for strike one. And here comes the 0-1. And that one's going to hit her. And that's going to be the second base runner here for the Lady Cats in the game. The other one reached via an error, and it brings up Lady Kate King. Struck out swinging in her first at bat in the top of the third. And it's now got a runner on with one out here in the top of the fifth. The game not out of reach by any means here. It's the first pitch by Brown. King tries to get the bunt down, but goes foul for strike one. King gets back in. Here's the 0-1. Hit foul and out of play for strike two. Watching the kids chase that one down. Brown gets the sign. Here comes the 0-2. Misses away for ball one. Good job from King to lay off of that one. Certainly was tempting there from Brown. Infield playing in, middle infield playing back, outfield playing straight up here for the Lady Falcons. Comes a 1-2 from Brown. Hit high in the air, but it's going to go out of play. And the count will stay where it is. Good battle here between Brown and King. King had a big first night against Marshall County. Also reached base a couple times against Spring Hill. Comes a 1-2 from Brown. Misses away for ball two. King has worked the count even, with Maldonado standing on first. There comes a 2-2. Hit foul out of play. That was the sixth pitch of the at-bat. Starting to run out of softballs here with this at-bat against King. Brown gets a sign. King settles in. Here comes a 2-2. Misses high for ball three. And then Maldonado's going to take off for second and gets in. So now the first runner in scoring position here for the Lady Cats. King has worked the count full. Comes a full count offering from Brown. King lays off of it and draws the full pitch. The full count walk, I should say, and that's going to bring up Elizabeth Hagan. Hagan, who reached via an error in the top of the third. It's eventually left on base. Meeting here between Brown and Flint and the rest of the infield for the Lady Falcons. Hagan here due up with a runner in scoring position. Waiting on deck is Molly Slater here for the Lady Cats. Hagan has some pop. Hit one to the wall against Spring Hill last week. First pitch from Brown. Misses away for ball one. First jam Brown has had here so far in the game. Maldonado standing on second after being hit by a pitch, and King on first after working an 8-pitch walk. Next pitch up the middle. Nice stack from Brown. Throws over to third in time. And she robs a sure base hit from Hagan, and now we got one gone here in the top of the fifth. It's going to bring up Molly Slater, the right fielder, one of three Lady Cat left-handed hitters. That was the second out of the inning, I should say. 2 gone, 2 on here. First pitch from Brown. Swung on and hit foul for strike one. A 1 here to the 9-hole hitter for the Lady Cats. That one misses away. Is going to get away from Flynn. Both runners will advance. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position for Slater. One here to the 9-hole hitter. Next pitch from Brown. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Slater steps back in. Brown gets a sign. Here comes the 1-2. Misses away for ball 2. Kayla Kerr waiting on deck, who's 0 for 2, but hit a deep shot to center, and Quarter saved an RBI double. In her previous at bat, the 2-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. That will end the inning. Third strikeout for Brown. Lady Cats lead a pair of runners on. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Lincoln County leading this one 5-0 here on the X Sports Network.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here in Lincoln County, Ella Hillhouse will now come in and pitch here for the Lady Cats, the left-hander. Got a save in her last appearance against Spring Hill. A lot of changes. You got Lakin Davis now going to catch. Riley Myers now heading over to third. Trying to get the rest of the changes. You got Reagan Franks now over at first. And looks like Giselle Maldonado has moved to left. Michaela Kerr has moved to center. And looks like first batter will be Chloe McKeenan, the left fielder. 0 for 2 in the game. Popped up to second in the first. And struck out swinging. And this one is hit over the head of Maldonado in left. McKeon on her way to second with a lead-off double. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the 5-0 Lady Falcon lead. We'll bring up Ava Harris, the designated player here. Hillhouse back on the rubber. Comes the first pitch. This is away for ball 1. Harris, who's 1 for 2 in the game, grounded out too short in the first and hit a double and scored a run in the bottom of the 4th. Hillhouse gets a sign. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and fouled for down the left field line for strike 1. Elizabeth Hagan, who 5 runs off 8 hits, 4 of those earned. So walked 3, struck out 2 there through 74 pitches. There's a 1-1 from Hillhouse. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. Still got Slater and right. King at short. Staggs at second. Comes the 2-1 from Hillhouse. Grounded over to King, and that one goes through her legs. Maldonado makes the play in left, throws it in time over the head of Staggs. Frank's backing her up. Now we got runners on the corners with nobody out.
Now batting for the Lady Falcons, number 3, Destiny.
And that's going to bring up Destiny Jensen, the first baseman. So far she's 1 for 2 in the game. Flew out to center in the first, had an RBI single in the 4th. And it looks like we're going to have some head coach here, Troy Smith, trying to figure out the lineup situation. Harris got rammed for. It was a pitch run, not a courtesy run situation in her previous at bat. He's having a discussion here with the home plate umpire on what to do. And still having a long discussion over here on the third base line. It's a 5-0 lead, runners on the corners and nobody out. The 8-hole hitter and Jensen up. And looks like they're going to bring in another assistant coach here for Lincoln County. Always cracks me up when they've got their backs turned to everybody in Lawrence County, but they got to put the flap of their jacket over their mouth to not have a discussion that nobody can hear from a mile away, even if they talked in a normal voice. But I hate it when guys in the majors and the minors and the college level do that. Doesn't make sense. We're going to find out what they're going to do anyways. So we will have a pitch runner coming into the game here for the Lady Falcons. And it will be Grayson Tibbs coming in for Harris. Tibbs, who had a previous courtesy run situation, now comes in for Harris, who's reached base twice. Once we get the whole lineup situation taken care of, we're not going to go back to playing. Runners on the corners, nobody out here for Lincoln County in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be their 14th at bat with runners in scoring position so far. Hillhouse toes the rubber. First pitch in the dirt, good block from Davis, and the runner will advance a second on ball 1. Jensen steps back in. Comes the 1-0 from Hillhouse. Misses low and away for ball 2. Hillhouse gets a sign. And the 2-0. Swung on a miss for strike one. Nice sinker there from Hillhouse. Hillhouse back on the rubber, and here comes a 2-1. Hit foul and out of play for strike two. Hillhouse evens up the count here. Runners on second and third and nobody out. And Owens waiting on deck. Who's walked and had a sacrifice bunt. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and miss on the changeup for strike three. First strikeout for Hillhouse, and has the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting for the Lady Falcons, number
Ken Owens, who walked in the second, and then had a nice sack bunt there in the bottom of the fourth inning. Actually, they're going to bring in a pitch hitter in this situation. Number 10 be Haley Cartwright. Pitch hit in this situation. So we'll get all the stuff taken care of here. First pitch here from Hillhouse misses low for ball one. One oh's the count here to Cartwright. Next pitch from Hillhouse. Lined in the right field, that's a base hit. One run is in. Here comes another run. Throw is not in time, and it is a two-run single there from the pitch hitter and Haley Cartwright. So it's a 7-0 Lincoln County lead here, and that brings us to the top of the order. Macy Widener, 0 for 3 in the game. Reached via an error and scored a run in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the second, then flew out to left in the fourth. Now a pitch runner will come into the game here for Lincoln County. That will be Anna Owens. Actually, Anna Owens will just come back into her normal spot. Hillhouse gets a side. Here's the first pitch. Change up. And one's in there for strike one. Fourth at bat here for Widener. Lincoln County leading it 7-0. Next pitch from Hillhouse misses high for ball one. Hillhouse gets a sign. Here's a 1-1. Misses high for ball two. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fifth, a 7-0 Lincoln County lead. And here comes a 2-1. Misses low and away for ball three. Hillhouse gets a sign, throws a rubber, and here comes a 3-1. And that one's in the dirt, gets away from Davis for ball four. Runners on first and second with one gone. It's going to bring up Hannah Corder, the center fielder. Corder's 2 for 3 in the game. Single in the first, scored a run, lined into a double play in the second, and singled in the fourth. So on for her fourth time in this game. First pitch here from Hillhouse. Misses low for ball one. Mia Brown, power hitter here for the Lady Falcons, waiting on deck. Hillhouse gets a sign. Here comes the 1-0. Hit foul down the left field line for strike one. Hillhouse gets a sign. Here comes a 1-1 the quarter. This is high for ball two. Outfield playing straight up for the Lady Cats. Quarter infielders playing in, and now we got someone with their lights on in right field. It's always one game, it seems like sometimes. And now we got the light situation taken care of. Well, somewhat. They're back on. Now they're off. Now they're back on. Technology is a pain sometimes. There's someone behind me say, just take the keys out of the ignition. And hopefully that situation has been resolved for the time being. 2-1 here at a quarter. Now stows the rubber. Here comes a 2-1. Misses in for ball three. Hitters count here at a quarter. Comes a 3-1. Chopped over to King at short. Throws over to third. That one gets away. That's going to go off into the Lincoln County dugout. It did. Goes in the dugout, and that's going to allow Owens to score and everyone to advance. So everyone advances, and now it's a 8-0 Lincoln County lead. Brings up Mia Brown here with an 8-0 lead, and 2-1. Brown, who is a 3 for 3 in the game, pair of doubles, pair of RBIs, and a single. Lawrence County here will have a meeting. Threat of the run roll now at stake here for Lincoln County. It's the fourth error in the game there for Lawrence County. The meeting continues there. A busy day across southern Middle Tennessee. Loretto softball, Loretto baseball at home. Summertown softball at home against Wayne County. And you got Lawrence County facing off with Summertown in baseball. That's at Tom Cruise Field. Half an hour into that one. All these games on Facebook and YouTube. And you can check out all the highlights on X Sports Tonight coming up later. So runners on second and third here for the three-hole hitter. Mia Brown is already 3 for 3. One gone here in the bottom of the fifth. Hillhouse in the circle, gets a sign, toes the rubber, and goes to work. The first pitch. And the dirt blocked by Davis for ball one. Hallie Meeks, the third baseman, waiting on deck. Pair of future Division I players, with Meeks going to Liberty, and Brown will be going to Memphis, and just juniors at that. Here's a 1-0. Change up on the inside corner for strike one. Not much of a lead at second and third. Infield playing in here for the Lady Cats. Comes a 1-1. In the dirt, blocked by Davis. And the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Hillhouse on the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off of the end of the bat on the changeup. And the count will even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone, 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th. Hill House gets a sign. Toes the rubber. Here's a 2-2. Change up on the outside corner for strike 3, and that is the second out of the inning. First strikeout here for Hill House, and that will bring up Hallie Meeks, the third baseman. 1 for 2 in the game. Single in the first, flew out to short in the third, and walked in the 4th. Now they're going to intentionally walk Meeks for the second straight at bat, and that's going to bring up Abby Flint, the catcher. Flint, who walked in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and popped up in front of the Lincoln County dugout in the 4th. So it's the 4th at bat here for Flint. The base is loaded and 2 gone. 17th at bat with runners in scoring position here for Lincoln County. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. There's a big strikeout there from Hill House against Brown. Hill House toes the rubber. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, gets away from Davis, but no one's going to advance for ball 2. Two O's the count here to the 5-hole hitter in Flint. Kim waiting on deck, who's 1 for 3. There's a double in this one. Hill House toes the rubber. Here's the 2-0. Misses low and away for ball 3. The count with the bases loaded and 2 outs. That one's in there for strike 1. Hitter's count here for Flint, 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. Misses in for ball 4. That will score a run to make it 9-0 Lincoln County. Bring up the left fielder and Chloe McKeon. Popped up to second in the first, struck out swinging in the third, doubled and scored a run already in this inning. So has a chance here to end it off a run rule. The team leading 9-0. First pitch from Hill House. Curveball in there for strike 1. Kean, the 6-hole hitter here for the Lady Falcons. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball, just misses outside for ball 1. Kean steps in. Hill House gets a sign. Comes a 1-1. Chopped foul for strike 2. One, 2 the count here. Hill House working ahead of McKeon. Toes the rubber. Here comes the 1-2. Chopped up the middle. King makes a play, throws over to second in time, and that one will end the inning. 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. Lincoln County leading at 9-0. That's next here on the X Sports Network.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee tools, Lucas Oil and Malco product. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back in Fayetteville, we go to the top of the sixth. Lincoln County leading it 9-0. Michaela Kerr to lead things off here for the Lady Cats. Takes ball one here from Mia Brown. Brown through 5 innings, no runs, no hits. Has given up a pair of walks through 67 pitches. Kerr is 0 for 2. Her last at bat at a screamer to center field, but Corder and center made a great diving catch to end that inning. Next pitch fouled off the top of the Lawrence County dugout for strike one. Its hardest hit ball of the game was the one Kerr hit there that ended the third. It would have been a for sure RBI double, but a great play by Corder. Here's a 1-1. Hit in the right. Tracking it down in right and making the catch is the right fielder. Be the first out of the inning. Making that catch in right was Kylie Newberry. Ellie Hillhouse now due up. Pair of ground outs to short in the first and to third in the fourth. One gone here in the top of the sixth. 9-0 Lincoln County lead. Next pitch from Brown. Misses away for ball one. The next pitch from Brown, change up, and that one's in there for strike one. Comes the 1-1 from Brown, misses away for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike here to the senior Hillhouse. And the 2-1 from Brown. Hit in the left field. And making the play there in left is McKeon. And that is the second out of the inning. Brings up Lakin Davis, 0 for 2. Grounded out up the middle and a great play by Macy Winder in the first. And flew out to left in the fourth. On for the third time here against Brown. And the first pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Comes the 0-1. Just misses away for ball one. Brown toes the rubber is a 1-1. Hit in the left, but foul for strike two. One ball, 2 strikes, a 3-hole hitter here for the Lady Cats. Here comes a 1-2. Misses away, and the count will even up. Deuces across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Comes a 2-2 from Brown. Davis fouls it back and will keep it alive here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brown gets a sign, and here comes the 2-2. Chopped over to third. Meeks picks it up, throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Here on the top of the 6th, Lincoln County bats in the bottom half of the inning. They lead at 9-0 here on the X Sports Network.
Have an H&R Block Tax Pro do your taxes online, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons, like wedding season.
I W-2 you.
Taxes.
File from anywhere with the expertise of an H&R Block Tax Pro.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
What really matters during the ball game, we come to a very exciting time during the basketball season and the beginning of softball and baseball season. And I'm reminded of what Jesus said in Matthew 6 and verse 34. Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own troubles. I don't know what may happen in the ball game today, but here's the reality. Don't worry about tomorrow or what lies ahead. Focus on today. Use today to serve God and make it your best. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Iad at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics. From the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to schedule an appointment, call 931-762-4400.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Lincoln County leading this one 9-0. Lots of lineup changes here for the Lady Cats. You got Lakin Davis moving to short. Giselle Maldonado going back to catching. Lena King will now be in left. Riley Myers moves to first. And you got Ashlyn Siblet now over at third base here for the Lady Cats is Ella Hillhouse. Go in for her second inning of work. First pitch, misses in for ball 1. Batting now here, a new batter in that spot. Don't have a number 7 on their lineup. Next pitch inside for ball 1. So don't have a number 7 on the lineup, but 2-0 here from Hillhouse to the batter. Next pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. It's Ava Harris, who was previously 1 for 3. Reached base twice, but they ran for her twice, which ended her night. Here's a 2-1. On the outside corner for strike 2. Comes the 2-2 from Hillhouse. Chop. Staggs at second. It goes off of her glove, and that will be the first base runner of the inning with no gone here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for the Lady Falcons, number 3,
Brings up Destiny Jensen, 1 for 3 in the game. Flew out to center in the first. RBI single in the fourth, struck out swinging in the fifth. So it looks like Lawrence County might be making some changes here in the lineup. It's the fifth error in the game for the Lady Cats. And looks like two umpires are going to take a look at the lineup here. Two having a discussion. I didn't have a number 7 in my lineup. I don't know what that means, if she's out or not. Now the home plate umpire having a meeting here with Troy Smith, the head coach. And it looks like we got everything resolved. Jensen here, one of 3 left-handed batters in this Lady Falcon lineup. They're 1 for 3 in the game. Facing off with Hillhouse for the first time tonight. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. 9-0 Lincoln County lead. First pitch, that one's in the dirt, gets away from Maldonado. Runner will advance. Runner in scoring position here. Lady Falcons get a run here, and that one will end the game via run roll. Comes the 1-0. In the dirt for ball 2. Comes the 2-0. Chop back foul for strike 1. Now it looks like we're going to get a pitch runner out there. Looks like Grayson Tips again. Hillhouse gets a sign, toes a rubber, and goes to work. Here's a 2-1. This is away for ball 3. And here comes a 3-1. This is high for ball 4. Runners on first and second. Brings up Owens again. Owens, who was pitch hit for in her last at bat, which was Haley Cartwright, who got a 2-run single out of it. First pitch from Hillhouse. Bunt attempt will go back foul for strike 1. Two on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 to count the Owens. Next pitch. Bunt gets down. Hillhouse fields it. Throws over the first. That one is in time for the first out of the inning. Now brings up the leadoff hitter, the shortstop Macy Widener, left-handed hitter. 0 for 3 in the game. Reached on an error in the first. Reached via fielder's choice in the second. Flew out the left in the fourth. walked and scored a run in the 5th. So runners on second and third here with 1 out. Wider's been active on the base paths, reached base 3 times. Has made a couple really nice plays at short. Infield playing in for the Lady Cats. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Maldonado now having a discussion with one of her coaches in front of the dugout. Hillhouse back on the rubber. Comes the 1-0. Misses away for ball 2. Hillhouse gets a sign in the circle and goes to work. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there for strike 1. Hillhouse back on the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Lined up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And that one will end the game. An RBI single. And that one will end it. Lady Cats fall in this one at 10-2-0 in 6 innings. Fall to 1-2 on the season, 1-2 within the district. All 3 district games. Lincoln County improves to 6-1 on the year and 1-0 within the district. Next game here for the Lady Cats will be tomorrow night at home against Page. That game will start at 6 o'clock here on the X Sports Network. For producer extraordinaire Kevin Wright, I'm AJ Good here on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
This is the X Sports Network.